is the X Sports Network.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
And welcome everybody to Ralph Benson Memorial Gym, the site for this evening's high school volleyball rivalry renewed between the Lady Eagles of Summertown and the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. This is AJ Good on the X Sports Network, joined by Tommy Emerson. Our producer extraordinaire tonight is the man, the myth, the legend. It's Big Daddy himself, Big Poppy, that's right, Big Poppy himself, Will Pettis. Coming into this game, Summertown at 27-7 overall, 8-0 within their district. Lawrence County 14-6 overall, 4-4 within their district. Tommy, the last time these two met up, it was over at the Nest Day. Pretty convincing win for Summertown. Lawrence County wasn't too far behind in that one, but it was pretty much all Lady Eagles in that one.
Yeah, and both teams have played a lot of tournaments since then and should look a little different, probably different rotations going against each other than in that game as well.
As you mentioned, a little bit of a change coming up here for Summertown, Tommy. Because of some injuries, Lena Brown out for the season after an ankle injury this past weekend, and another setback for this Lady Eagle team.
That's a big loss. She was doing fantastic this season, and it's just next man up for Summertown.
For Lawrence County, it's been a wave of emotions all season long for this team. It's either you do really well and do really well one set, the next set don't do as well, and it can literally change point by point between these two.
Yeah, and that may just be teenage girls because Summertown's the same way. They'll beat a team that you would not have bet any money them winning, and then struggle against a team that they shouldn't. So who knows?
So Lady Eagles will be in the all-black uniforms, will be on your screen going from left to right. Lawrence County will be in the white uniforms, will be on your screen going from right to left. The second matchup between these two and the last matchup between these two this season. Again, met up at the Nest earlier this year. And Tommy, I know for all the Summertown fans, this is something that they're really interested in seeing. You get Macy Pettis back in the lineup, you lose Alina Brown, and they're going to be, in a way, experimenting a lot here tonight.
Yeah, we have a couple of freshmen that we think will be very helpful, and this is a good game. This is a test for them because this is a good opponent. So we want to see, they play, one plays middle in JV, so playing middle in varsity is just kind of their time to shine now.
Starting lineup for the Lady Cats will be Reagan Brazier, Bella Grace Walker, Ava Scott Garland, J.C. Schultz, Liddy Cox, and Leah Dixon. For the Lady Eagles, Anna Lee Kelly, Izzy Garland, Macy Pettis, Zoe Bonner, Ellie Lou Mason, and help me out there on number 30 there. I'm drawing a blank, Tommy.
That's May Ricks.
May Ricks, that's
Yep.
right. I'm drawing a blank. Well, my iPad died, so
yeah,
I'm flying. Yeah, see if it will work, because I'm like, I know everybody except for that one. As Ava Scott Garland will serve things up to start off here for the Lady Cats. Gets over, Kelly digs it out. Bonnet over to Pettis. It's a long, and it's a 1-0 Lady Cat lead here to start things off. Back to serve again. Here is Garland. Dug out by Kelly. Passes over to Bonner. Bonner working to Garland. And that one goes long. No tip. Back-to-back points for the Lady Cats to get things going.
Yeah, if you're Ava, you're thinking, I just got to get this ball in, and Summertown will hurt themselves.
It's got to be a killer for any team when you have a good set after that. And that one's down and in, 3 in a row. The ace for Garland. Lady Cats now lead at 3-0.
Yeah, it's not that new of a rotation. Summertown should be able to get something going, but not yet.
Garland ready to go again. A 3-0 lead here in the first set. And that one goes long. It'll be 3-1 as Millie Emerson will check in here for the Lady Eagles.
I know Steve's not happy there, but when your team is watching another team struggle, you got to get your serves in.
Yeah. It's like bunting when the pitcher is struggling.
Right.
Garland serves it up, dug out by Brazier, sent back over. That's tipped and down, and Millie Emerson comes in, gets one opportunity and a kill. It's a 3-2 Lawrence County lead.
She got lucky there. You want to swipe there, but she was trying to hammer it down and make a statement.
Garland, the serve it up. That is dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon, and that one is in, and almost off an unsuspecting fan. 4-2 is the Lady Cav lead, as Nita Cassis will check in for Walker, and Schultz back to serve. Serve here from Schultz. It's dug out by Kelly. Bonner setting up Emerson. Dug out by Garland. Battle at the net, and Emerson makes him pay the second time. 4-3, the Lady Cav lead. That's its second free ball that she's gotten there, Tommy, and she's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and, you know, she's scored on both, but I'm sure Coach Kelly's saying, hey, there's a wide open spot you could tip to, and no one would touch it, but it worked out for them that time.
Gillen to serve it up. That one goes wide. Service error, 5-3, the Lady Cav lead. Lloyd and Daniel checks in, as Brazier and Cox will check out, and Annie Lloyd back to serve here for Lawrence County.
That is my pet peeve if you're in the stands watching. If you get the ball, just put it back on the court.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for somebody to take it from you. I can say that because that's my nephew over there that held it too long. So.
Dug out by Garland. Schultz setting up Dixon. Tipped over. Dug out by Pettis. Back to Dixon, and that one's down. A 6-3 Lady Cav lead. Can't give number 13 easy opportunities.
No. Duck and cover if you see an overpass there.
Second kill for Dixon here in the set. Next serve from Lloyd. Dug out by Garland. Bonner here to Emerson. That one is in, and it's 6-4. Emerson's third kill here of the match already. As Cornelius will come in for Pettis, one of the many youngsters on this talented Summertown team.
They're going to get a lot of minutes the rest of the way.
Yeah, lots riding on them throughout. Next week is the last week of the regular season.
Yeah.
Brazier, Schultz, here to Dixon. Tipped, dug out by Gillum. Bonner, now over to Cornelius, gets it over. Dug out by Garland. Schultz, over to Dixon. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner passes over to Cornelius, gets it over and in. 6-5, the Lawrence County lead.
Yeah, having Annalie Kelly, which had a close call on Friday, dove and hit her elbow really hard and had to get it checked out. So.
I was about to say she's just fine, but she hits it wide there, so that makes it 7-5 Lady Cats.
That's two of Summertown servers that are automatic that hit one out of bounds first thing. So
Bryce will check in for Garland, and the freshman out of Etheridge on the front line. Dixon back to serve. Dug out by Garland. Gillen back between the lines over to Cornelius. Oh, I don't think she knew where the net was. That falls in. Lady Cats up 3 once again.
all starts with a bad pass.
Yep. Next serve here from Dixon. Gets it over the net. And that pinball's around. Brazier, Schultz. Here to Bryce. Dug out by Gillum. Bonner over to Emerson. That one almost to the upper deck. That one's down 8-6, Lady Cats. Fourth kill for Gillum already here in the first set. Speaking of Emerson, she'll go back and serve. Walker is checked into the game for Lawrence County. Dug out by Brazier. Back between the lines is Bryce. Daniel pushes it over and in. Lady Cats have done that a lot this year where it looks like they're just going to barely get it over and somehow find a way to get a point.
That's where Summertown misses Brown right there because she had been owning the net in this rotation. So big miss there.
Serve here from Walker. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner in the air. Cornelius gets it over. Dug out by Dixon. Passes over to Walker. Now to Bryce. Slams it down. Lady Cats now lead at 10-6.
Bryce is really coming on the games I've seen for Lawrence County. With her and Leah playing opposite, this team's going to be a problem for many years.
3 straight games of double-digit kills as that serve is in the net. Now 10-7. Bonner back to serve. Mason will check in for Gillum. Bonner's serve, dug out by Dixon. Walker. Daniel gets it over and long. Now 10-8. Back-to-back points here for the Lady Eagles. Bonner back to serve again. Sent one over the net, dug out by Dixon, passes over to Walker. Walker to Daniel, dug out by Mason. Bonner over to Garland. That one's down, and it's a 1-point game. So a 3-0 run from Summertown, cutting the lead down to 1.
Didn't hit it hard, just hit it where they weren't.
Name of the game.
Yep.
Next serve here from Bonner. Hot hand here in the late middle of the first set. And right as I say that, she hits a long 2-point Lady Cat lead. I am jinxing everybody tonight. Brazier and Archer into the game. And Brazier back to serve. Gets it over the net, dug out by Kelly. Bonner here to Mason, tips it over, dug out by Walker. Brazier over to Bryce, tipped, and that one goes down. Lady Cats back up 3, second kill for Bryce. And you can add her and Dixon together as a 1-2 punch. Yep. Sophomore and freshman, that's a dangerous combination for the now and the future.
Yeah.
Serve from Brazier, dug out by Ricks. Bonner, Garland, Brazier, Walker, Dixon. Nice save by Ricks. Bonner over to Mason. Dug out by Dixon. Walker, Cox gets it over. Bonner, Kelly. And Mason will find its way over the net. Dixon. Walker tipped it over. Garland sent it back. Walker now to Archer. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Here to Cornelius in the net. And Lady Cats extend the lead for the second time in the set to 4. Timing a bit off there, it seemed, Tommy.
Yeah, and when you free ball it over a few times, you're going to want some of those back, and you don't want to just give them an easy setup there.
Kelly digs out the serve. Garland tipped, saved by Bryce, and Brazier couldn't get a hand on it. A kill for Garland, and a 13-10 Lawrence County lead. Franks and Pettis will check in as Cornelius and Kelly will check out. Franks back to serve.
Lawrence County's lineup's real speedy, so you're going to have to find holes if you're Summertown.
That serve dug out by Dixon. Walker here to Cox. In the air by Bonner. Andrea Kelly has to get out of the way. That will go in. Lady Cats up 4. First time I've seen someone have to dodge a coach so far this season.
When I used to line judge, I'd dodge players like crazy.
I think it's the first Summertown game I've done this year, Tommy, where your daughter hasn't been a back judge or the line judge.
Yeah. Well, she's engaged now, so she flags with that left hand forward and, down, so you can see the sparkle.
Next serve up here from Garland. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner here to Pettis. Right on the back line. And it's 14-11. Pinpoint accuracy from the freshman as Emerson will check in for Ricks.
That's what you want to see with anyone with the Pettis name is,
That's right.
is excellence.
And we're still working on Jake, though.
Jake, one of the many celebrities that attended this game.
He did. Garland serves it up, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Cox, slapped over, dug out by Kelly. Bonner over to Emerson. That one is in, and it's 14-12. Each side here, Tommy, just trading one run after another here in the first.
Yeah, runs and mistakes, kind of keeping this game even.
You can say that just about any sport. Basketball, baseball, football.
There must be a correlation between the two.
Yeah. Next serve here from Garland. Dug out by Walker. Passes over to Schultz. Schultz to Dixon. Tipped over, dug out by Pettis. Bonner here to Mason. That one is in. It's a 1-point game again.
So that looked good. They'd said Emerson several times, so I'm sure the defense was squeezing her way.
Mason's first kill of the match. 14-13. Nice serve here from Garland. Dug out by Garland. Schultz, Dixon. That one's wide, and we are tied up at 14. A 4-0 run here for Summertown.
I know Dixon mishit that, but it's like she floats in the air and just sort of kind of looks around before she swings.
There's been a couple times I swear her hand has gone above the antenna this year.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Next serve here from Garland, dug out by Ava Scott. Garland sent back by Pettis. Right on the line. 5-0 run. Summertown now leads at 15-14. Second kill for Pettis.
Eric Schultz over there with the intense line call, like he'd been in some sort of training.
Yeah. That's you only get that sort of officiating at the state tournament, so they're ramping it up here. Next serve here from Garland, dug out by Brazier. Schultz sending up Cox, dug out by Garland. Kelly over to Pettis. Pettis tipped and in. Her third kill of the set. Now they lead by 2. As Steve Keaton will call his first time out here of the first set, trailing by 2. We'll take the break with them here on the X Sports Network. And back here at the Ralph, Summertown on a 6-0 run. Lawrence County's had to use their first time out. Lady Eagles lead at 16-14. Brazier digs out the Garland serve. Schultz sends it over, dug out by Garland. Bonner, Emerson, that one's down, making a 7-0 run, 17-14.
Bonner's going to celebrate.
She loves the dances.
She does.
And she's been excellent at those assists. Brazier digs out the serve. Schultz, Dixon, tipped, dug out by Bonner. Kelly, over to Pettis. Ooh. I don't know. She's angry at the official over something. I don't know.
Well, she was. She sent a message there.
Give the official credit. She didn't even look at her. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I kind of knew that was about to come.
Yeah, she's like, I average once a game.
Yeah.
Won a game of those. So.
Bonner, Emerson tipped, dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Nitikasis. Kelly digs it out. Bonner, Emerson, and gets it down. 18-15, the Summertown lead.
Going back to that Summertown, those bump sets are hard. So if you see a bump set that's a good set, that's impressive.
Because it's all about timing. It's like a slant route in football. You have to have it all on the same, everyone on the same page.
Yep.
Dixon digs out the serve. Schultz back to Dixon and gets her revenge. 18-16, Dixon's third kill of the set. Lloyd and Daniel will check in. Brazier and Cox check out.
I think someone missed an assignment because if Leah's getting a set, you want 2 blockers there.
Yeah, and it was just Millie all by her lonesome on that one, and Leah takes advantage. 2-point Lady Eagle lead. Lloyd back to serve. Dug out by Gillum. Bonner here to Pettis, gets it over. Dug out by Garland. Schultz here to Dixon. That one is on the line. Back-to-back kills for her in a 1-point game. Dixon starting to come alive here late in the first set. Next serve from Lloyd.
That was a great set.
That one goes wide, and the Lady Eagle lead back out to 2, 19-17.
I think if I was the setter for Leah Dixon, it would be like there's pressure, but then there's also like, well, I'll just put it out there somewhere. She'll get it.
Kelly back to serve up 2 here late in the first. Dug out by Garland. Schultz. Daniel. That one is in. Daniel, who has been playing really strong the last 3 games, gets her first kill. 1-point lead as Bryce will come in for Garland.
Yeah.
Next serve here from Dixon off of Garland and down. Second ace for the Lady Cats. 19 all here in the first. Next serve from Dixon. Dug out by Garland. Bonner sending up Emerson. Dug out by Brazier and in. Lady Eagles on the back stretch leading by 1.
You forget sometimes those sets are set up by somebody making a spectacular play on the back row. Or not. Sometimes, Reagan gets it to the front row there, but no one's ready.
Next serve here from Ricks. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Daniel tips it over. Dug out by Ricks. Passes over to Bonner. Now to Garland. That one is in. A 2-point Summertown lead. Timing's starting to come alive here for the Lady Eagles.
Summertown not only scored, but they disabled the Lawrence County camera, so they couldn't use it against them in the future. So
well,
a 2-for-1 right there.
Yeah, that gives Boone Gobble something to do. He doesn't even know it happened. He's going to get screamed at after the game for that. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Now back to Dixon. Gets it over. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Over to Garland. Dug out by Bryce. Brazier gets it back between the lines. Dixon will get it over the net. Dug out by Gillum. Bonner. Garland saved by Schultz back over. Bonner digs it out. Kelly back over to Garland. Tips it over and in. Schultz and Dixon on a miscommunication there. A 3-point Lady Eagle lead.
Just put it difficult enough to go between two players, but didn't hit it hard.
Steve Keaton will call a second and final timeout of the first set. We'll take the break with him on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but
Orange County has called its final timeout as they trail Summertown 22-19 here in the first set. Serve here from Ricks. Dug out by Dixon. Walker over to Bryce. Slams that one down. 2-point game.
Yep, effective timeout there.
Always works. It's amazing how good some of these coaches are at calling that perfectly timed timeout. Archer checks in. Walker's serve. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner setting up Garland. Dug out by Bryce. Walker. Dixon, she'll push it over. Gillum digs it out and down. It's a 1-point game, 22-21.
That was just close enough to that back line to where they had to make a play on it.
Walker back to serve again. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner tried to send it over, got it over. Daniel, Walker, Dixon. Blocked, down and in.
Wow.
Garland comes up with the block, a 2-point lead.
Thought Summertown had celebrated too early there. I thought it was coming back over.
Bonner to serve, a 2-point lead, 23-21. Over the net, just a bit long. Yep. Missed it by about 2 inches there, guys, 23-22.
Yep, got to get serves in. Both teams, this stretch of the game, serves got to go in.
1-point lead, Brazier back to serve. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner over to Mason. That one's in, and it's set point for the Lady Eagles. Franks will serve it up. Pettis back in as well.
Emerson Franks loves the big moment.
24-22, set point. Dug out by Brazier, passes over to Walker. Here to Bryce. That one is in, a 1-point game, still set point for Summertown. As Garland will come in for Bryce. And she will go back and serve, already has an ace in this first set. Next serve here from Garland. Dug out by Kelly, passes over to Bonner. Here to Izzy Garland, down and in. And the Lady Eagles will take the first set 25-23 to lead this one 1-0. We'll take a couple-minute break, then we'll have the start of the second set when we return on the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper.
Summertown took the first set from the Lady Cats of Lawrence County, 25-23 here in the Ralph as they lead it 1-0. AJ Good here with Tommy Emerson. Tommy, what was the difference there between the Lady Eagles and the Lady Cats in the first set?
Well, both teams were making more mistakes than they would like, and it just come down to Lawrence County made a few more there at the end in that stretch and just kind of mistouched a few passes, and I think that was the difference in that 2-point lead, 2-point win. So Summertown started in a hole, so it was kind of impressive to see them pull themselves out. But if you're Lawrence County, once you get them down, you want to keep them down, so you got to clean up all those mistakes.
The big difference there, Tommy, certainly was it was 14-10 Lawrence County, and then Summertown goes on a 7-0 run.
Yeah.
You know, and it went 17-14. That ends up being the difference, that run right there, because they basically traded runs for the rest of the match.
Yeah, and I don't think Summertown took many points there at the end. I think it was a lot of, like, miss hits. So Lawrence County was giving more points than Summertown was taking.
Emerson Franks will serve it up to start things off. She's joined by Ricks, Bonner, Mason, Pettis, and Garland. Lawrence County has Archer, Walker, Cox, Garland. Might as well just call her Aver Scott so I don't get them all confused at this point. Frank serve, dug out by Brazier. Walker over to Ava Scott. Tips it over off of Mason and down. And the Lady Cats, just like the first set, start off with a 1-0 lead. Ava Scott back to serve. Had an ace in the first set.
Yeah, she got him a big lead.
Gets this one over. Dug out by Ricks. Passes over to Bonner. Now to Pettis. Slams that one right in the corner. Placed perfectly. It's like that computer screensaver that you want it to go right in the corner. That's what Basie did right there. We're tied up at 1.
Yeah. I never seen it go in the corner, but I would have been excited if I had.
It's one of my favorite cold opens from the office.
Yeah, yeah.
Here comes Izzy Gull in the serve. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz over to Dixon. She's in the net, yeah. 2-1 Lady Eagles there. Was perfectly placed by Leah there, but yeah, she was in the net. That was pretty.
I think she lost an earring in the net.
Yeah, and which Andrea Kelly's pointing it out here.
Usually don't let you have earrings for that reason. So.
Yeah. Well, a lot of rules have changed throughout the years.
Yeah.
Serve here from Garland. In the net, and we're tied up at 2. Yeah, that was they used to not let you wear jewelry in any sports. Now they let you do that. I remember that was a big no-no in football, because we had a wide receiver who used to wear a big chain, and he got ripped off in a rivalry game.
That would be too tempting to just get a hold of.
Mason over to Pettis, and in the net, 3-2. Is the Lawrence County lead after back-to-back points. I always remember the official because I was on the field when it happened. Official goes, well, we can either give him 15 yards for unsportsmanlike, or we can give you 15 yards for not having the right equipment. Emerson tips it over, dug out by Schultz. Nita Cassis, and over the net is Ava Scott. Kelly and Emerson. Big kill there. That makes it 3-all. First time I ever really saw Zoe dance there. Most of the time I'm typing something into my iPad or writing something down, so that's my first time.
It's a sight to behold.
As Maddie Gillum will go back and serve. 3-all here in the second set.
And she's genuinely having a good time. Like she's new to this rivalry. She's new to all rivalries. Right. She's just moved here, so she's just going to dance.
Yep. 4-3 after the Maddie Gillum ace. The Summertown lead. Like serve up from the left-hander. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz passes over to Collins Newton. Dug out by Garland. Sent over by Bonner and in. Speaking of, takes advantage. It's a 5-3 lead. She about to do the sack dance? I think you see all the college and NFL guys do. I don't even know what that means.
I think Coach Kelly is saying you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Oh, wow. His friends aren't friends, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
Right.
It's Lawrence County in the net again. 6-3, the Summertown lead.
So mistakes piling up here. That's 2 net touches here early on.
Gillum with a hot hand here in the second set. Dug out by Brazier. Passes over to Schultz. And, ooh, what a play there by Dixon.
Just
Bonner.
out of nowhere.
Pettis, dug out by Brazier. Schultz, here to Dixon. Gets it over, dug out by Kelly. Bonner passes over to Pettis. Gets it over, dug out by Dixon. Schultz, here to Dixon. And that one's deflected wide, almost up to us. 6-4, this Lady Eagle lead.
Yeah, for Lawrenceburg, you're thinking, if we can start our offense at the net with Leah, we'll have a chance.
You know, her hit percentage when she's hitting that close is really good. But that one get over she had, I mean, she just skied in the air. Lloyd serves it up, dug out by Garland. Bonner, here to Emerson. Dug out by Lloyd. Ava Scott now over to Dixon, gets it over. Diving save by Gillum and down. Back-to-back kills for the sophomore. 6-5, the Summertown lead.
I think even when she doesn't hit it hard, they're bracing. So.
You never know what she's going to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes her tip so effective is she can hit it as hard as she can, but she can also just take about 15 miles off the fastball and change things up. Bonner setting up Emerson, and not a good pass there as we're tied up at 6.
Summertown's going to want that one back, but neither team has played great, and they're even, so they got to feel good about that at least.
6-all here in the second. Summertown with a 1-0 advantage. Gillum digs out the serve. Bonner here to Pettis. Dug out by Schultz. Ava Scott, and some miscommunication there, and much to the dismay of Steve Keaton, 7'6", as you can read his lips saying, why?
Yeah, he feels they could do better there. But that is frustrating. That's just a normal play that falls down, and you can't have that.
Dixon digs it out. Schultz sending up Daniel. Blocked down and in by Emerson, 8-6. Lady Eagles lead. It's like hitting a brick wall in the air. That thing just went straight down. Taking a look at it again, and it's...
Yeah, deflected right down.
And that one in the air, can't save it. And an ace for the Lady Eagles, now up 3. Kelly that time with the ace.
If you're Summertown, you just want to keep the ball in on your serve. So this rotation's playing well. You don't want to give them anything.
Serve here from Kelly, dug out by Ava Scott, back to Lady Eagles. Cornelius, Bonner, Emerson. That one is in, another kill and a 4-point advantage. And Steve Keaton going to call his first time out of the second set, leading by 4. We'll take the break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
A moment in real estate with my dad.
10-6, the Summertown lead here in the second set. Lawrence County called their first time out after the trailing by 4. Kelly's next serve, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon, got it over just a bit wide. Now 11-6, a 5-point Lady Eagle lead.
I thought that was going to drop in right in that spot. I think if it had caught some of the net, it would have.
Next serve here from Kelly, dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Dixon over, dug out by Garland. Bonner, Emerson, dug out by Dixon, who just sends it back. Gillum, Cornelius gets it over. Brazier gets it back between the lines. Schultz will get it over the net. Garland, Bonner slaps it over. Great decision there in a 12-6 lead.
Heck of a play by Ray Brazier, but unfortunately she ran so far to get it that they were down a man.
All they have to do is tip it over that front line. Next serve up here from Kelly, dug out by Brazier. Daniel back between the lines. Newton, dug out by Garland. Emerson slams it home. And despite the timeout, Summertown still on a roll. They lead by 7, 13-6. And Steve Keaton will call his final timeout here of the second set, trailing by 7. We'll also take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be.
13-6, the Summertown lead as Lawrence County has called their second and final timeout here of the second set. Next serve here from Kelly, who has the hot hand. Dug out by Ava Scott, over to Schultz. Now to Dixon. And they're calling Summertown in the net early, and that will break the Lady Eagle run.
Yeah, she grabbed the net as the ball was in the air, so.
Yeah, there's a good call there. 13-7 now the Lady Eagle lead. As Dixon will go back and serve as Bryce is now in the game. Serve is in the net. And we'll make it 17-14. as Walker will check in for Newton. Newton's first varsity action of the year. Back to serve is Emerson. Dug out, but off to the side, and ace makes it 15-7.
Sometimes those serves, if you hit them right in the middle, they just wobble.
Next serve here from Emerson. That's a rocket dug out by Schultz. Brazier to Bryce, dug out by Emerson. Bryce sends it back, dug out by Kelly. Gillum. And not much of a chance there. That's a kill for Bryce, and it's 15-8.
You know, in a gym like this, I think if you get in trouble as a passer, just send it to the ceiling, and let everyone have time to adjust.
Kelly digs it out. Bonner saves it, and Kelly will get it over the net. Dixon sent over and in. Cornelius with the kill. It's 16-8. Every bounce pretty much going Summertown's way here in the second set.
Yeah. Yep.
Next serve here from Bonner. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Here to Bryce. Blocked down and in. Garland that time. 17-8.
You got to treat Bryce like you do Dixon. You got to be ready every time they set her and have a couple blockers there.
Bonner back to serve. Dug out by Dixon. Brazier gets it back between the lines, and Walker will get over the net. Kelly, Bonner, Garland. Dug out by Brazier. Walker, here to Dixon. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner, here to Ellie Lou Mason, and down. It's now 18-8. 10 points, Summertown lead.
Summertown's got to keep these serves in. I was going to say they may not since I said that, but they did.
No, you said it, not me. Daniel gets it over, dug out by Mason. Bonner, here to Garland, dug out by Bryce. Walker, setting up Bryce. That one is in, and Bryce another kill. Freshman having a good game. It's 18-9 as Cox will come in for Daniel.
Bryce is impressive at the net.
She has just improved game after game after game. Next serve here from Brazier. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner. Garland. Tipped and in. Good effort from Bryce. Can't save it. 19-9 is the lead. As Franks will come in for Cornelius, and Franks back to serve. Dug out by Dixon, sent back. Garland sends it over, dug out by Bryce. Brazier, here to Bryce. Left-handed slap over, dug out by Bonner. Ricks over to Pettis. Off the top of the net, can't get it over. 19-10.
We think maybe that happened because her dad's here yelling no.
He did say no before she even hit it.
And that probably traveled down there.
It's like the opposite of the prosperity gospel. It's the... Was it negative Nelly? Is that what y'all call him during football? Pettis hits it over. She got that one over. Dug out by Dixon. Walker back to Dixon. Dug out by Bonner. Kelly over to Pettis. Gets it over. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Dixon. Right on the back line. Oh, no, the judge there, our main official said it was out. So be 20-10. He was trying to get out of the way, so his view of it probably wasn't the best.
I don't know that he wasn't right. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, he was moving away from the ball, but I don't know.
Brazier over the Dixon. Tip, dug out by Kelly. Bonner here to Emerson. Slaps it over, dug out by Schultz. Brazier tries to save it. Dixon can't. The kill for Emerson, now 21-10. Steve Keaton continuously telling his team just to settle down here. Next serve from Garland. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz sends that one over, dug out by Garland. Bonner. Mason blocked. Bonner sends it over, dug out by Ava Scott. Walker, Dixon. And that's in. And the Lady Cats get the lead down to 10, 21-11. Niederk assists in, and out is Walker. Next serve from Schultz. Dug out by Garland. Battle at the net. Dixon off a Bonner. Saved by Garland. Cox. Schultz. Dixon. That one's in. Back-to-back kills for Dixon. Lead down the 9.
Yeah, if she gets enough at the net, she's going to score.
They give her enough opportunities as well.
Sometimes got to say, hey, let's not overpass it here. And let's make it harder for them to set her up.
Next serve from Schultz. Dug out by Garland. Bonner. Emerson. That one's in. 10-point lead again, 22-12. Gillum will come in for Mason. Left-hander will go back and serve. Had the hot hand in the early going to get the lead where it was. Dug out by Dixon, sent back to Summertown. Emerson, Bonner, and Lady Cats were not even looking at it. Second time she's done that.
That was the hitter setting the setter, and they just weren't ready.
They were all jumbled in the middle right there. Next serve from Gillum. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz back to Dixon. That one is blocked down and in by Emerson. Now set point here for Summertown.
The ball's coming in hot.
Set point for Gillum. Dug out by Garlandson, back over, saved by Gillum, and wide. And the Lady Cats just got it over, and it works out for him now 24-13. Daniel and Lloyd in, Cox and Brazier out, Lloyd back to serve.
Summertown only had one player wanting to play that rotation. They were just kind of standing and watching.
Dug out by Gillum. Garland over to Kelly, gets it over, dug out by Garland. Schultz here to Dixon. And this hits that one long. And the Lady Eagles will take the second set 24-13 as they lead this one 2-0. Try to close it out in the third when we return on the X Sports Network.
Of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo.
Back here as we getting ready to start the third set. Summertown took the second 25-13. They lead this one 2-0. Garland gets it over and starts the third set in a big way. Lady Eagles up 1-0. One nothing here in the third. Lady Eagles trying to close it out. Lady Cats trying to keep it alive by one more set. Next serve from Garland. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz passes over to Dixon. Tipped over. Dug out by Garland. Bonner. Battle with the net. Emerson wins it again. 2-0 Summertown.
This may not be good for Summertown. They hadn't started any of these matches ahead, so they may not know how to act.
Garland's next serve. Dug out by Ava Scott. Schultz over. Dug out by Bonner. Emerson over. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Dixon. Blocked and in. Mason that time on the block and a 3-0 Summertown lead.
Mason is a great blocker. Her father believes that she could do better hitting, but she's a great blocker.
Doesn't every father think their kid can do better? Judging by the two parents I'm sitting next to right now. I can't talk. I was a little bit critical of my 3-year-old in T-ball this year, but next serve here of Garland. Ava Scott passes over to Dixon. Dixon hits it over, dug out by Kelly. Bonner, Pettis mishits it, and 3-1.
That's something else. Like our setter sends line drives to the hitters, so with this new rotation and new players, like they're probably a little behind from the JV setter, so.
Takes a little bit to get used to. Next serve from Schultz, dug out by Garland. Bonner, and Emerson pushes it over. Dixon, Schultz, here to Dixon. Can't make it over. Now it's 4-1 Lady Eagles.
I know she hit that one in the net, but if you're Summertown, you can't give them that many opportunities to set her at the net. Or you can, but you will regret it.
Yeah. Next serve coming up here from Gillum. Left-hander. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz here to Nieder consistent and deflected wide. She gets the kill, and it's 4-2. Lloyd and Daniel will check in. Brazier and Cox will check out, and Lloyd back to serve. Dug out by Gillum, passes over to Bonner. Bonner to Emerson, gets it in. 5-2, and Tommy, she is dangerous right down the middle because pretty much anything's in play right there.
Yeah, she, I remember in middle school they put her as a middle hitter and she cried, and it's been the greatest thing she's played. You know, it's most fun for her to play the middle. Not sure what happened there.
Anna Lee was.
Summertown was trying to call timeout there, maybe.
Yeah, timeout here called by Andrea Kelly, leading 5-2. We'll take the break with them on the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan.
And back here at the Ralph, Summertown just used their first time out of the entire match. Just had a rotation issue there. Daniel gets it over and in, and it's 5-3. Didn't get a lot of it, didn't need to, and they've cut the lead down to 2.
Lawrence County been sending rockets over, so just a little floater. It's a good changeup.
It's like a slider right there.
Yeah.
And And for some reason, the student section breaking out Florida State or Atlanta right now. Yeah. Yeah, a little too late. Bonner over the net. And that one is in. That's the third time she has done that tonight, and they've doubled up their lead, 6-3.
I don't know who the student section's affecting more, their own team or the crowd.
I just hope we don't get kicked off Facebook for this. Copyright infringement. Next serve here by Emerson, dug out by Brazier. Walker, Dixon, dug out by Kelly. Bonner, here to Emerson. That one is in. Splits the Lady Cats. They lead 7-3.
The first back row set we've seen Summertown do.
Lawrence County's tried a couple. I think they've gotten at least one down. That's the first one, like you said, Tommy, you've seen from Summertown.
Yeah, I saw Lawrence County in the Gatlinburg tournament do it, and do it well, too. So
that one hits the net, deflects right on the line. An ace for Emerson, now at 5.83 lead.
That ball had danger going so far left, it was going to be kicked off ABC.
Oh, wow. You wrote that down, didn't you?
Did I rush it? Did I rush it?
No. That one goes down. It's now a 9-3 Lady Eagle lead. Next serve from Emerson. Dug out by Schultz. Walker, Dick, Bryce, right on the back line. And the freshman with the kill, now 9-4.
That's no man's zone. That corner is farther than it looks, so you think it's sailing into the bleachers, and it drops right in there.
If you can get that top spin on it too, that can be really dangerous because you think that's going way over your head, and it just drops right down.
Yeah.
Next serve here from Walker, dug out by Kelly. Bonner over to Garland, slaps it over, dug out by Dixon. Walker. Bryce, and not a good pass, and it's 10-4 Lady Eagles.
She's athletic, but she's not getting that one.
Bonner will check in. Excuse me, Mason will check in for Gillum. Bonner back to serve. Loudest the crowd has been here today.
I was going to say, for some reason, that brought the crowd to their feet.
Bryce. Walker here to Archer. Gets it over. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner. Here to Mason. Tipped. Diving save by Dixon. Walker sends it over. Kelly. Bonner. Garland. Hits a long. And it's 10-5. A lot of baseball players over there.
Yep.
Brazier and Cox into the game. Daniel checks out. Brazier back to serve. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner. Mason. And it was tipped and then sent back over, and a kill for Summertown.
Opportunistic.
Yeah. Doesn't always have to be pretty, just has to be effective.
Right.
It was blocked, and then Kelly just slapped it over. Nobody there. Frank's back to serve, up 6 here in the third. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Here to Cox, slapped over and in, right in the middle of the Lady Eagles. He down the 5 again. Ava Scott in for Bryce.
Not a lot of thought behind those eyes over there.
No. Oh, there's a couple things I could say. Garland sends that one over, deflected, can't get it over. Garland with the kill now, 12-6.
If that ball would have come over the net on that hit, Summertown would have been caught celebrating. That ball would have just fell at their feet and been a point.
Emerson comes in for Ricks. Garland back to serve. It's almost happened a couple times here tonight.
Yeah.
Garland serve. Dug out by Brazier. Passes over to Schultz. Here to Dixon. Goes wide. No, not tipped. 13-6.
If she'd have snapped down on that one, it would have definitely been in. Hitting around the blockers.
Yeah. It's a 50-50 game there.
Yep.
Next serve here from Garland. Dug out by Walker. Garland back between the lines. Schultz got it over. She's in the net, so the point will come to Summertown. That was J.C. Schultz was in the net.
Will's got it pulled up here. Yep, she kind of slides under the net with half her body. So
14-6 the Summertown lead. Dug out by Walker. Schultz saves it. Brazier over the net. Kelly, Bonner, Emerson off of Schultz and back over. Emerson tipped. Schultz saves it, but nobody there.
Back. Yeah, just
15-6.
Athletic play there.
Everything going right for Summertown ever since the first set. Actually, about midway through the first set.
Yeah, midway.
Big serve from Garland. Off the top of the net, dug out by Walker. Schultz, Dixon gets it over, dug out by Garland. Bonner, Pettis. That one is in, 16-6.
There's at least 2 Emersons in that group over there. I'm proud to say.
You sure you're proud to say that? Timeout called here by Lawrence County with Summertown leading by 10. We'll take the break with them here on the Exports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals.
Lawrence County has burned its final timeout as Summertown leads by 10, 16-6 here in the third. 2-0 advantage, trying to close it out here. Garland serve, dug out by Brazier. Schultz saves it, and Dixon will get it over the net. It's about the 5th time this set she's done that. Bonner to Pettis off in the net. And it's 16-7.
And that sends the crowd into a frenzy.
Yeah. How many's down there? 5, 13?
Yeah.
There's 13 down there. That's a bad number.
Yeah.
Next serve here from Schultz in the net. And it's now 17-7.
Yeah. They don't seem to discriminate who they're cheering for
no.
or against, I guess,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Gillum back to serve. Yeah, at least they're into the game. That's a positive. Gillum serve, dug out by Dixon. Passes over to Schultz. Schultz here to Dixon. Tipped over, saved by Gillum. Bonner to Pettis. Got it over. Ava Scott digs it out. Schultz here to Dixon. That one is in. Some redemption for the sophomore. Now 17-8. Sub coming in, Lloyd for Cox. Daniel in for Brazier. Lloyd back to serve.
Yeah, her approach is very pretty.
Bonner setting up Emerson. Dug out by Lloyd. Schultz pushes it back and long. She's tried that a couple times and unfortunately hasn't had any success with it tonight.
Yeah.
It was the right idea. There was nobody there.
It was wide open, but
yeah.
If Kelly could have gotten there, if it was in, she would have. That's the thing, this match, there's 2 great liberos battling.
Brazier, Schultz setting up Dixon, gets it over, dug out by Kelly. Bonner got it over, dug out by Brazier, battle at the net, won by Daniel. Dixon wins that battle, will send over Daniel. Schultz and Brazier over the net. Garland, Bonner, Emerson, tipped and in. 19-8, the Lady Eagle advantage.
That was the first C set we've seen this game.
And Millie does that better than anyone especially in high school volleyball that I've seen.
She's very long, so when you can get some torque on it.
Brazier, Schultz, here to Daniel. Emerson gets it over. Brazier digs it out. Schultz. And neither case is over the net. Kelly, Bonner, Emerson, dug out by Brazier. Schultz, and mishits it. And the Lady Eagles on the backstretch, 20-8.
When that ball's spinning like that, when it touches you, it just tries to take off the other direction.
Next serve from Kelly. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz, here to Daniel. Dug out by Gillum. Bonner. Cornelius tips it over, dug out by Schultz. Brazier. Dixon. And that one is in, 20-9.
Just moving the wrong way.
Just like Jack Story's worm, moving the wrong way. 20-9. Dixon back to serve. The freshman Bryson to the game for Lawrence County. Dug out by Garland. Gillum over to Cornelius and off the antenna. Back-to-back points, 20-10 now.
Jack Emerson is doing the worm on the sideline, so it's never a good sign.
Yeah, pray that nobody gets hurt in the process of that. Bonner here to Emerson. That one finds its way in, 21-10. Senior continuing her big night. And Walker will check in here for the Lady Cats. Now some of the Summertown fans are getting into the chant. See some of the little kids down there. Brazier, Walker, Daniel, block. Schultz sends it back. That time it works.
That was. She had it measured from the last time.
21-11. That's one thing you got to do. And you see the growth and maturity in her being a sophomore.
Yeah.
As she sees everyone pushed up.
Yeah.
Hit it over.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Next serve here from Walker. Dug out by Kelly, goes backwards. Gillum gets it back between the lines. Garland over the net. Dixon. Walker tipped it over. And Walker in the net. Now 22-11 Summertown.
Calling a lift there, I think.
Oh, called a lift? Okay. I thought she might have been in the net.
Which I don't know. No, you're over. It's over your shoulder. I don't know.
Next serve here from Bonner. And hits the top of the net and in. Second time Summertown's gotten that break. 23-11. Bonner again. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Bryce got that one in. The freshman continues her good night. Now 23-12.
Yeah, it's hard. It'd be hard to stop that one. Two blockers there. She just hit it through them.
Next serve here from Brazier. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner got it over and off the antenna. 23-13. I was saying it went around the antenna.
Okay. I thought she tipped it around it, but with this lead, I don't think Coach Kelly's going to argue too much, but she wants to.
Kelly, Bonner, here to Mason. Tipped and in. Set point coming up for the Lady Eagles. And Frank Pettis will check in. Kelly and Cornelius out. Set point here for the Lady Eagles. Franks to serve. Dug out by Dixon. Walker here to Cox and splits the Lady Eagles. And the Lady Cats will stay alive for one more point. As Garland will come in for Bryce.
Yeah. Yep.
Next serve from Garland, dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Garland gets it over, dug out by Brazier. Walker, Dixon over, dug out by Ricks. Bonner, Mason. That one is in. And the Lady Eagles will take the third set here, 25-14, and they sweep the match here, 3-0. That's win number 28 on the year for Summertown, starting their week of rivalry matchups. Tommy, final thoughts here on this match here tonight.
I think, like most games, it just comes down to simple plays, and both teams want to make simple plays, good passes, good sets, good hits. I think Lawrence County struggled there, those sets, even when they had the lead, is to just make simple passes. They've got two phenomenal hitters. I mean, not to take away from the other hitters, but they've got two studs there that they want to set every time. Same for Summertown. They want to set their hitters when they can, and so it's just simple plays to get a good set to one of your stud hitters, and Summertown just did it more today than Lawrence County.
Next match for Summertown will be at Loretto, and that match will be tomorrow. Lawrence County won't be in action until they're right back here on Thursday against Columbia Central. So for Tommy Emerson and our producer extraordinaire, the man, the myth, the legend, Will Pettis, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Going the distance with local sports.